Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in today's episode of The Hypnotist, you'll be listening to a hypnosis session created to facilitate a lady opening up to the possibility of something she wanted, but was hesitant and almost felt blocked by, and that was a long-term relationship. She had been hurt in the past, betrayed in the past, and because of that, quite logically and rationally, was resistant to the idea of being in a relationship again. Almost the certainty of being single in many ways was better than the risk attached to being in a relationship. But as I was working with the client before the actual hypnosis started, I said, what would it be like, or what would you miss if you were never in a relationship ever again? And it was things like connection and companionship and conversations and a different perspective on the world and sharing moments with. And this hypnosis session is designed not to manifest a relationship, because there's many different variables involved, but be receptive to the idea of the right type of relationship. Because if you're closed to the possibility, even if the ideal person comes along, you wouldn't even consider that as a possibility. If you are receptive to even the idea of having some kind of companion, relationship, partner, whatever you want to call it, then the very fact that you're receptive increases the possibility that that outcome takes place. And this lady liked the idea of travel, liked the idea of experiences, liked the idea of stimulating conversations, and sometimes the intimacy of just being close to someone, holding hands. So you're going to hear lots of those kind of suggestions in this hypnosis session, but focusing on the characteristics, the qualities, and the essence of the dynamic of a relationship, not any one specific person or any criteria like that, but more that they enjoy being with this person. But also there's a suggestion that they can reevaluate that at any point in time. So even if they were in a relationship, if they then figured out that it wasn't the right dynamic and they weren't benefiting from that kind of energy, then they could always decide that they could go back to being single again. And there's no harm at all in that. Sometimes people are worried about being in a relationship because they feel like it obligates them and it shuts down choices and freedoms and things like that. So this has that kind of safety net in many ways, that the intuition that's resistant is actually going to be the very part of the consideration process to decide whether or not a relationship is even viable. And many people have ignored their intuition. Because of that, their intuition has lost faith that is actually worth even kind of highlighting, so it has to block in different ways. This is about restoring that trust and intuition back with the subconscious mind so that they can help rather than block a possible relationship. This session clearly isn't right for everyone, might be right for you, but if you feel that there are blocks in your life and that maybe hypnosis can figure out what they are and unblock them for you, there will be a link in the show notes to lots of my downloads on very different topics at discounted prices, but also a link to book a free 30-minute consultation call to explore working with me. So that's all in the show notes, whether you're on Apple or Google or Spotify. Have a look in the show notes and just see some of those links. For now, though, you might find this session helpful. So find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of worry, stress, or tension to feel like it's leaving your body in your outward breath. That's it. As you breathe in and breathe out, scan your body for any signs of tension or stress. And as you breathe in a wonderful feeling of calm resourcefulness. Allow that warm, calm resourcefulness to melt away any feelings of stress or tension. And just imagine anything unresourceful leaving your body in your outward breath, enabling you to feel deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. Maybe you can scan around your neck and your shoulders to see if it's tight or tense. Feel the weight of your arms and legs. And as you breathe in deeper than you normally would. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of tension around your neck and your shoulders to feel like it's melting away. That's it, leaving your body, enabling you to feel deeper and deeper relaxed. I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine a map, an atlas of the entire world. And maybe you can imagine pinned up on a wall or rolled out open on a table. As you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to scan that map. And I want you to allow your intuition to guide you to the places in the world that you've always wanted to see. Maybe places you've been before, or maybe places that you've dreamt about, thought about, but never been yet. And I want you to imagine, perhaps somewhere in South America, looking at the coast of an island, or maybe a continent. And I want you to stare at that and imagine the color of the sand on a beach in that location. And as you focus on where a beach may be on that map, imagine almost like you're climbing into the map, that you're zooming in to that place in the world. And I want you to imagine that you're there under blue skies and sunshine, and to feel how good it would feel to be there on that wonderful beach. Maybe you can imagine hearing the gentle breaking of the waves. Maybe you could imagine what it would be like to feel the sun on your skin. But I want you to imagine you're in a paradise. Palm trees, blue skies, sunshine, soft sand and crystal clear waters. But I want you to imagine there is no one else on the beach at all, just you. And perhaps the first day or two, you would be just enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the sound of the waves, feeling completely relaxed. But I want you to imagine you're going to be on this beach for an entire year, just by yourself. And I want you to, as you breathe in and out and just relax under the sunshine, get a sense of all those conversations you're missing out on. Get a sense of if there was someone there with you, both of your experiences would be enriched by there being the other person there. But I want you to imagine you're on this beach for a year just on your own. And over that year there would be incredible sunsets, beautiful sunrises. There would be food and drink of all different tropical flavors, but you would be enjoying it all on your own. I want you to get a sense and allow your intuition to let you know what you would miss most of being in an incredible place, but being there on your own. I want you to get a sense that you would get value and benefits from that time with yourself. You could reflect, evaluate your life, think of memories of wonderful experiences, learn from the past. But I want you to focus your attention on what feels like it would be missing. It's difficult to laugh on your own. It's difficult to share personal experiences just with yourself. It's difficult to ask questions and see a different perspective of the world if you've only got your perspective of the world to think about. And allow your intuition to reach a point that you feel it would be enhanced to be on this beach, not with anyone, but with someone that you felt safe to be vulnerable with. And when your unconscious feels like that would be a desirable thing if it was safe and you were discerning and it was the right person, then allow your unconscious mind to let me know by relaxing the muscles in your neck and just allowing your head to fall forward. That's it. That's it. Relax your neck and you can just kind of have it hovering above your head just like a balloon on a string. That's it. You can loosen those muscles, feel relaxed. And I want you to imagine that there is the energy of now someone with you. You don't know what they look like, but you can feel their energy. There is now someone with you that it feels that you can laugh with. It feels like you can open up and share your thoughts. That no question would be a weird question to ask. That you can listen and you want to listen. But equally, you feel comfortable and safe in their company. And if you feel that this beach would be enhanced with that person there with you, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And I want your unconscious mind to be open to the idea of a companion, someone to enjoy experiences and adventures with, but on one condition: that your intuition gets to either accept or veto any possible candidate. All along it's your intuition, your unconscious mind that has been resistant to the idea. Therefore, if your unconscious mind gets to give the stamp of approval for when it's safe and okay to be vulnerable and connected. And if the unconscious mind is happy that they get to give either the green light or the red light, just let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And I want you to imagine lying on that beach under tropical sunshine. And I want you to imagine just holding hands with the energy of that person that you're with. You can feel their fingers inside your fingers, like you're holding hands, feeling an emotional, a spiritual, and an intellectual connection through just holding hands. But imagine that you're now in a beautiful hotel room in Paris, still holding hands, and as you get up and walk perhaps to a balcony or a window, you can see the Parisian skyline, and you could imagine seeing perhaps the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, some spectacular landmarks from Paris just there from the window. And their hand is still in your hand. And I want you to feel that a wonderful experience is made even more wonderful by sharing it with someone else. And if your unconscious agrees, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And I want you to imagine that you're there with that person, not knowing what they look like, but knowing what their energy is like, how they are, how you feel around them. That's how your unconscious will know if this is someone that it's okay to be with or best to avoid. And I want you to imagine, perhaps there in that Parisian hotel room is either a comfortable bed or a comfortable chair, somewhere that you can relax. So imagine resting on that place, closing your eyes, going deeper and deeper relaxed. As I count down from 5 to 1, you will imagine feeling so deeply relaxed, you will drift off into a place where your imagination can be open to new ideas, suggestions of positive, empowering and useful change. 5, eyelids getting heavier and heavier. 4, arms feeling limp, loose, heavy. 3, neck and shoulders just releasing any tension now, taking you deeper and deeper relaxed. 2, even your internal organs start to relax. Heart, lungs, diaphragm, all relaxed now. And then 1, legs feeling limp, loose, heavy. As you go inwards, where I have direct access to the power of your unconscious mind. And there in your unconscious mind, I want you to feel a warm sense of safety and security, feeling like it's wrapping around you like a cozy blanket, like a protective shield, that you can feel safe and secure each and every time you just contemplate the adventure of a relationship. I want you to imagine the beauty of 2 souls coming together, building a bridge of friendship and understanding that spans vast experiences and emotions. Imagine experiencing the joy of deep, engaging conversations where every word exchange broadens your horizons and enriches your soul. And you could immerse yourself in the excitement of learning, absorbing knowledge, ideas of different cultures and experiences, life stories from someone with a world of experience. You get to travel the world through their experiences as well as your own, and allow your heart to dance in the joy of laughter, letting every chuckle resonate deeply, binding you closer in a bond of happiness. And maybe you could imagine the vibrant tapestry of adventures that await you both, hand in hand exploring the wonders of life and love together. I want you to imagine your heart has been like a locked door for a long time. And I want you to imagine you have the key. And the key is trust. And it's trust in your intuition, your unconscious, to help guide you away from danger and towards safety, where it's safe to be vulnerable. So imagine that key of trust unlocking the door to your heart, so you can open your heart to the invigorating strength of masculine energy, anchoring you in trust, security, and profound emotional connection. And maybe you can feel a magnetic pull drawing you towards deeper emotional bonds, enveloped in warmth, understanding, and shared compassion. And maybe it's the right time to let the idea of an exclusive, cherished bond fill you with excitement and anticipation as you journey towards shared commitment and connection, but only when your intuition gives you the green light. And you could embrace the ethereal beauty of a spiritual connection where two souls align in purpose, love, and shared visions of the future. I want you to picture a safe haven, somewhere safe for you, a way of you knowing if it's safe enough to be truly vulnerable, a place where that vulnerability is welcomed, celebrated, and nurtured, strengthening the connection between you. And you can experience the liberating sensation of being your genuine self, surrounded by acceptance, adoration, and unwavering support. Allow your mind to entertain the possibility of a bond so profound that it transcends the physical realm, grounded in spiritual alignment and mutual growth. And as you think about what life would be like with the right person, you can envision moments of pure enjoyment, where shared laughter and joy become the foundation stones of a lasting relationship. And maybe just the idea of that is enough for you to bask in the warmth of an exclusive connection where mutual respect, trust, and understanding foster a bond that deepens with each shared moment. I want you to open yourself to the wonders of different viewpoints, that this different way of seeing the world through someone else's experience allows you to expand your perspective and deepen your appreciation for those shared experiences. I want you to get a sense that there are no guarantees in the world of relationships. The only guarantee is that if you are close to them, then you guarantee that none will happen. But if you're open to the idea, and that door is open, although it doesn't guarantee, it guarantees a possibility. And as you feel that a door that was closed before is now open, celebrate the privilege of a possibility of finding a partner who cherishes, understands, and values the essence of who you truly are. I want you to trust in the journey of love and connection, knowing that with every step you're moving closer to a bond of shared dreams, aspirations, and love. And you don't have to do too much. Allow your intuition to do the heavy lifting. What you need is to make the decision to be courageous, to take a risk, to be vulnerable, but only to be truly vulnerable when you feel safe enough to do so. So let your heart be guided by the desire for a relationship grounded in shared values, emotional depth, and a bond that grows stronger with each shared memory, and allow your intuition to help you on that journey. As you open your heart to the adventure of love, you have the belief that you deserve a relationship filled with trust, vulnerability, and shared joy. Find yourself back in that luxurious hotel room in Paris, still holding hands with the energy of someone that represents who you truly desire, and then travel forward in time, perhaps 6 months or 12 months, and find yourself in the Mexican city of Tulum. And I want you to imagine you're introducing this person that you're in a relationship with to someone that means something to you. Maybe they helped you in a time in the past. So you can allow your intuition to then read the energy between someone else who is also good at reading energy, enabling you to further validate, confirm, or perhaps give more information as to the compatibility of, is this the right person to share more memories and experiences with? At any point in time, if there are red flags or warning signs that perhaps this isn't the person to share your life, your experiences with, I want you to feel that you have all of the courage, self-respect, the ability to end one chapter with the possibility of starting a new chapter. That you can desire a relationship, but not be dependent on a relationship. That you can want a wonderful partner, but not need a wonderful partner. And if your intuition is happy to constantly evaluate, not just in selecting or finding a person, but evaluating whether that person continues to be the right person for you, giving you the wisdom, the experience to leave a relationship if it no longer serves you, and if your unconscious, your intuition is happy to have this really important role, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. But it doesn't feel like that might be needed. Just that you have it, just in case. Because sometimes people you think are wonderful turn out not to be wonderful. And sometimes people you're not sure about end up being great friends or a person to share more experiences with. But I want you to imagine your heart is open to the possibility of a relationship, and you're willing to venture out of this cave, this fortress you've been hiding in, knowing that no risk means no reward, and you have the courage to go on the adventure of finding the right person for you. Imagine exploring somewhere in Tulum where you feel wonderful, resourceful, like your batteries are being recharged. Feel your confidence, your courage overflowing. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Hold on to all of those wonderful resources, and then find yourself back in a room staring into a large map, an atlas of the world, feeling that something has changed. Something that was locked is now unlocked. A block that was blocking something is now unblocked. That perhaps this is the right time to be open to a possibility of something that you want and perhaps even need. So as you breathe in and breathe out, just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Feel like you're returning fully to the present, but feeling like something has changed. And very soon I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. And when you awaken, you will awaken feeling confident, resourceful, but free, courageous, and willing to trust your intuition on this adventure you're about to embark on. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.